Ooh, this is a really good map for the mouse. Fucking 4 Averies! Piss off! Guess it could be worse. I could be against our team, which has 5. Like... Every spam will die out in a week, by the way. Fucking copium. Why? You know there's something wrong with the game, or with the tank, when it's spammed this much. It's been out for like 2 months. And you still get these kind of lobbies. Oh, but Tavri, most of them are in platoons. That's inflated. It doesn't matter! If anything, the fact they're in platoons is even more worrying. Because you've got people that want to group up playing it. I have 3,000 health. I would like you guys to know how much I lose to high explosive. Remember, this is the heaviest tank in the game. Fuck that bulldog. Fuck that nuts as well. That was 500. Two shot if they pen. If I get 2 shot from a 1450 alpha fucking gun. Yep, there's the Avery again. So much high explosive! Kill me. So what? Who penned me there? So the 50 TP and some guy that was out here. So that was about 800 damage. The E4 was firing HE. I sure do love playing World of Avery at tier 10. Exactly. That's... This is what stopped me playing World of Tanks for like 2 months. This. Like, I have the Leo. I've played maybe 1 game in it. I'm just not allowed to play the Leo. Because... if I play the Leo... I'm just gonna get 2 shot. Like, have I even played a game in it? Yeah, one game. And I couldn't really do anything because there were avries in the game. This is becoming a problem if you don't want to play it every goddamn game. Yeah. Like 2 avries and 3 avries. Oh, and 2 Tyrans as well, which was another reason why people stopped playing the game. It's because they re-released the Tyran when everybody knew it was already broken. And they sold it for cheaper. Like when it was first out, it was 22,000 gold. This time when it was out, it was like 16k, if that. Because it sold it for 450,000 free XP, which a lot of people who still play the game store free XP. And then when they released it for free XP, they also put in a free XP sale. So what's meant to be 16,000 gold wasn't. I thought it would settle down after people learned when we almost saw whole lineups on both sides of them. No! it wouldn't die down. It's kind of like the Motherland when that Urnop came out and everybody started getting it. Because it was the first ever Urnop they did. And for about a month and a half, every game had tons and tons of Motherlands. Because for some people it was their first premium, at least at tier 8. For some people they just liked the tank, some people were going for marks, some wanted to get the ace. But that died down because they released another Urnop, and this was for the CDC, if I remember correctly. And then people moved and started playing that, and they were like, oh, it's not really that good. And they just never went back to the Motherland because they got power crept to that point. That's tier 8. That was a tier 8 mediocre vehicle, which... oh great, both Tyrans are right here. That was a mediocre tier 8, which was easily outplayable if you knew what to do. Didn't really have armor because it was a T-44. This is a Centurion 5 with a demolition gun and a prow on the front, which means you cannot pen it from the front unless you're shooting the turret face. If you're a tier 8, or even some tier 9s, you're not penning it. You're just not. Why is that fun? 1450 alpha. Why is that fun? It's HE as well, so... oh, I only splashed him for 600. What a shame. Boom Spam, thank you for the follow. It's not good. It's not good for the game, especially when they sold it for essentially 4,000 gold. Of course they're going to be everywhere. It was so cheap. They shouldn't be selling tier 10 premiums. Period. Never mind tier 10 premiums for so cheap that are so toxic for the game. Meanwhile, we have the rarest tier 10 medium here. It's like the only tier 10 medium you can play. And that's only if they shoot you in the upper plate. And what makes me laugh as well is people try to defend it, being like, oh, it's only being played this much because of the price. It will go down in a week. Fucking huff and copium. And you got Wargaming being like, well, we're looking at the stats, we're looking at what's going on, and it has a 50.8% win rate, which means it's completely fine. But you're not looking at how many games are being played every day. You're not looking at how many people are complaining about the average every day. And the fact you have to come out and acknowledge maybe we will make it so it can't see tier 8s says there's a problem. You weren't playing back then when the Motherland earn-up was a thing? Like, that was actually a fun thing to do. Because it was challenging. It wasn't just, hey, here's an earn-up where you have to do 2000 damage 5 times, get some spotting, spot some people, get some more spotting, get a certain amount of kills. It was like a real fucking trek. And they came out in stages, and the earliest you could get it was 3 weeks in. Oh, sorry, on the 4th week. So on 21 days of the earn-up being out was when you could start getting it legit. Obviously, you could just whale and buy it, but that was something you could have gotten for free after putting a substantial amount of time in. And like I said, it was an underwhelming tier 8 premium, which all premiums should be underwhelming compared to the equivalent vehicles of its tier. I don't mind the earn-ups, but it's different in this version of the game. I have no problem with earn-ups. I have a problem with earn-ups when they release blatantly overpowered vehicles. I have even more problems with things when they sell blatantly overpowered vehicles for cheap, because they know a lot of people will buy it because it's cheap. It's the same thing when the Skoda T56 was first released. It was sold for like 6,000 gold. That was a criminal price for such a strong tier 8, and that flooded the matchmaker for a month. And lots of people didn't like tier 8 because they were just going to get clipped for 980 or 880. I can't remember if it was a 490 or a 440 gun. And people didn't like that. So selling a tier 10, which already is a red flag because you're selling something which is essentially endgame to somebody who could have played 2 hours before. In fact, it's not really even 4,000, because you think the season pass is 2,000, then you get 25 levels, which is about 4,000, and then you get given a tier 10 for free, if you think about it like that. Oh, here's an Avery. He set me alight by hitting my turret face with high explosive. Yep, that's the kind of water tanks I want to play. medium needs to push. Oh, shocker, the medium was an Avery. Camo might help this big bitch. Look, I'm not Sins, okay? I don't throw camo on everything. See, right there, that's how much an Avery should do if it hits you with high explosive. Like nothing. Because you're a mouse. You're the big bitch. Nothing has actually penned my vehicle this game. And I'm on 70 health. Fuck off. This is tier 10 water tanks. Yeah, they're not even aiming. They're just like, You don't need to aim. And he's dead, because he's not going to get HEW. Oh, he got lucky. $2,930 health. Gone to high explosive. Some of which was a fire set by high explosive hitting the turret.